Good morning, brothers and sisters. नमस्ते भाइयों और बहनों. Availability of ladies and gentlemen, students and scholars, listeners and learners, teachers and trainers, professors and professionals, officials and officers, those who are listening from the field of science, religion, spirituality, arts, commerce and engineering. I, Dr. R.K.S.M.S from USA, heartily cordially welcome all of you. Today your presence is really praiseworthy, admirable and appreciable. Today's very nice time, nice place, nice action listening with 100% present sense of mind. It's a great blessing and grace of Lord who has given us this opportunity in the human birth. This man's life is really precious and invaluable. Every moment of life is uncounted grace of God, and it is rightly said in all the literatures, in all the holy scriptures of our holy land, that this human body, which is made by 5 elements, air, fire, soil, sky and water, and we feel the presence of Lord in all these elements. Even where there is no sound, there is no light, after all we feel the Lord's existence. We feel the presence of God, and this is the Indian land which has the great gift of God in all the fields of science, health, medical science, engineering, sports study, commerce. We have starters, beginners and initiators. We are the founders of these old technologies that we are consuming, using nowadays, and our India has turned into digitology, a huge transparency in all the fields. It's a great blessing of Lord. It turns us towards the existence and presence of Lord. Similarly, nature, which is our true friend and companion, never deceive, cheat and defeat us, never beat us, but it provides everlasting soothing effect of our mind and heart. We are on this earth to do something better, nicer, finer and greater for our youngsters, for our old age people, for the children. We are fully dedicated and devoted towards this holy land. We see the sun in the morning time, which inspires us, encourages us, motivates us to do something better, nicer and finer for our society and nation. All the natural objects and celestial bodies that we have around this human body, these all are the supporters and helpers of our human body. So we always think good and do good. Our idea, our one thought, one idea can change the whole scenario of the world. The internal world of the mind, internal world of the heart, that can be changed only by having the one superb idea to change the nature. internal nature, which is very important for this human birth. If we understand, if we try to meditate, then we understand the power of meditation. How and when and why we do meditation? For maintaining the spiritual standard of our nation, it is very necessary. It is very essential. In all the fields of transportation, communication, we feel amazing and very wonderful results of these things we feel outside in this world. But all these miracles and magics has come from the minds of the man. Who is the maker of this mind? That Lord who is unparalleled, incomparable and matchless, who is in present, past and future remain the same, who is always with us in the form of omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent and almighty. We feel, we think in the form of intellectual sense, and our emotionality, our mentality, our physicality provide us the existence of Lord. When we concentrate on the waves of sound and rays of light, it turns us towards the original hope of this soul. If our mind is so powerful and speedy, which is uncomparable, which is unparalleled and incomparable, then how is the flight of this soul? That is unimaginative. When we try to understand the ununderstandable, when we try to change the unchangeable, it is the great dream of this human birth. But how we can change these dreams into the reality? It is a great challenge for the soul. Nowadays, if we are facing diseases, natural disasters, calamities, this is the result of interfering in the nature. If we maintain the spiritual standard of our nation, then definitely we can face and we cannot be fearful from these drastic diseases. This is the right time to do the meditation, to involve himself, to indulge himself in the super spiritual power of Lord. So by the repetition of the words, by using, praising, admiring and appreciating the presence of Lord, we can get rid from the frustration, depression, worries and anxieties and very small in size that we have with our soul, that breaks us, stops us to go ahead in spirituality. That is our negativities, falsification, ego, avariciousness, lust. These things break us, stop us to go ahead, to be advanced in spiritual science, in spiritual knowledge, in spiritual energy. So this is the energy, this is the power which we have in our mind and heart. That is the true power which can bring revolutionary and visionary change for our nation, for the youth. If they feel as a sun in every moment of life, then it is a great blessing and grace of God. Grace everywhere we feel, whether we are in grave, because it is the tendency, it is in the nature of this human Indian land. So this land which is filled with unity in diversities. We have diversities, varieties, variations in all the fields of our social science, geography, political science, economy. Even our physiology, in physical science, in physicality, we study bottom to top. There are variety inside the human body, because this human birth, this human body, which is made by God on the basis of its variations, but it works as a unity. It works as a great uniform style. And all the messages that we receive outside on online programs. In online programs we are always busy. These online programs are transformed, transmuted, communicated inside the human cell of body. So this is not a great surprise. This is not a great magic, because this human body itself is the great test. Magic, music and majestic. And we are to turn towards the repetition of the words of God in place of this holy land. If we have the presence of this nature around us, then it is the great grace of God. And we are not lagging behind in any field. The God's grace